Welcome and thank you for choosing True Grit, the show about what it really takes to rise, rebuild, and stay the course when life hits hard. I'm Cleesh Morrow, a coach, storyteller, and believer in the kind of strength you can't fake. Around here, we talk about real people, real stories, and the lessons that shape us, from resilience and mindset to health and healing, because grit isn't about grinding harder, it's about who you become when you don't quit. Let's get into it. Welcome back to True Grit. My name is Cleesh Morrow, and I am your host. I am hosting from beautiful Kauai right now. I'm fortunate enough to be able to come and tag along on a work trip of my husband's. Well, we celebrate our 16-year wedding anniversary. Yay, us. Well, since I've been here, though, I've been really inspired to talk a little bit more about health and fitness and travel. It's summertime, so a lot of times these things, so it just feels really relevant right now. But one of the things I've been thinking about more and more is this dynamic, would you even say dynamic? I don't know. But this thought process of, I just want to enjoy my life. Don't tell me what to do. I don't want to restrict myself, blah, blah, blah. All these excuses to not actually take ownership of your health. And this denial, I believe, that we actually have some sort of say in how we get to enjoy our life for the long term. For me, I know that when I am in my 80s, 90s, however long I have here on this earth, as long as a semi doesn't take me out, I want to be living on my terms for as long as possible. As we're out here getting to do some of the traveling, I'm thinking about the other 40-year-olds who are complaining about back pain and knee pain. I have every excuse to have all the same issues and then some. And yet I am running around pain-free, climbing over rocks to take, fantastic photos and get to see Mother Nature up close and personal. But I want to be doing those things when I'm older as well. Because what it comes down to is quality of life. Quantity, yes, but also the quality that comes with that quantity. Just recently, I think it's probably the last several months, I have watched a few people that I've known for a little while now who had just reached retirement age and didn't even get a full year on this earth after their retirement. And one of which he had even hit me up about some personal training. And so it really breaks my heart when people neglect this side of life, not realizing that there is a responsibility to yourself and your future to stop making the excuses, to actually step up to the plate and do the things that you need to do so that you can be healthy, and working with certain coaches who are going to be able to teach you proper nutrition without restriction. That's going to get you further along in the gym with less work than you think that you need to be doing through proper programming, all the things that I like to talk about. But it really is heartbreaking when I see people throwing away their health, whether it be because they think that they can't afford it or they don't have time for it, or that there's some sort of restriction in making it a priority in your life. It doesn't have to run your life, but it does have to become a part of your life. It does have to melt into it, but not in a way that makes you feel restricted, that actually makes you feel more alive, more vibrant, because we're taking the pain out of the equation. But the other thing that was coming up for me is that how many people do we know that when they get towards the end of their life, that they are in nursing homes or have to have some sort of care team that costs thousands upon thousands of dollars a month? I would much rather be out there traveling still and spending my money on that rather than, having to have somebody change my diapers and feed me whatever slop they're putting together that day. And I know, different facilities will be different and some better than others, but I think a majority of them, from what I've seen, are usually just some sort of glorified hospital where you sleep in a hospital bed, maybe with another roommate too, with just a curtain dividing your two spaces. Like, that's just not how I'm going out. Not if I have any say in it. And then, of course, there's the other issue of possibly being a burden on your family as well. I know we can make the excuse of like, well, I took care of my kids, so it's going to be their turn to take care of me. And yeah, maybe it's where you do move in with them later on in life, but you're still able to be a functioning human being that they don't have to worry about nonstop. Actually, when it's coming up for me, I was just thinking about the story of a lady who decided to spend her retirement living on a cruise ship. However, it mapped out. But, when you think about how much a nursing facility can cost versus staying on a cruise ship nonstop for months on end, that just kind of puts into perspective just how expensive some of these nursing homes can be. But I mean, yeah, you get your meals taken care of for you all the time. There's always somebody to come in and take care of your cabin, clean up, and all that. But I don't think that we have to live our lives thinking that the best is behind us and that, now we just have to age and embrace the pain that comes along with it and the restriction that comes along with it because we think that we have to give up a part of ourselves to be healthy and happy in life. Now, as I'm coming up on my 42nd birthday, you would the common description for this age is midlife, but I like to think that I have yet to reach my midlife. However, for so many people, their midlife actually happens in their 30s. Now, so many people I know who are dying and at 60, maybe a little bit into their 60s, but that shows that in your 30s, you're actually midlife right there. I'm sitting here hoping that I've got at least another 10 years before I hit my actual midlife. And I can embrace that idea because I'm no longer afraid of how my body is going to be as I get older. Yes, I know that I can't fight everything that's going to come my way or that I'm not going to be resistant to all things coming my way, but muscle is the fountain of youth and food is medicine. And we need to treat those things. That needs to become a staple in our lives if it's not already. Or if you're just somebody who has kind of gotten into it and gotten out of it, like let this be your love note that you deserve to take care of yourself. The future you is going to be so thankful that you started your journey right now. Whether you're 50, even 60, 70, you can start at any time. So don't let age be a limiting factor. And if you are in chronic pain and you've got joint pain, this is also your wake-up call to actually do something about it. It is a shame that in our healthcare system, we have things very much separated. We don't treat the whole person holistically. And we have these very competing trains of thought where we got orthopedists that really want you to stay away from doing lifts and anything that could put any kind of stress on your joints. And then you got physical therapists and strength trainers and coaches like myself who are finding that when we put you under tension, we can actually improve the quality of joints. Obviously, if it's a fresh break, and there's always these exceptions and everything to the rule, but for the majority of people, building your strength is what is going to get you out of pain, is what's going to help your joints recover and become more resilient. And of course, then you're also not having the issues around brittle bones, osteoporosis, those sorts of things that are so common and that tend to take us out as we get older. Most people die of hip fractures because your quality of life goes downhill so quickly after that. This is just something I am so passionate about. I can't stress it enough. It breaks my heart when I see friends, family, people I meet who have given over their power and have just accepted that this is their fate. It is not. It doesn't have to be this way. And I'm here for you. I'm here to guide you. If you're not signed up for my newsletter yet, please go do that. If you're not following me on Instagram yet, please go do that. I'm putting out a bunch of free content all the time. I'm also revamping my Move Studio, which is my monthly membership. I'm bringing it back down to $11 a month. It is going to be articles and notes and video audio, workouts, meal plans, all these different things, all for $11 a month. Super accessible. But I will be dropping that soon if I have not done it already, and I will put that in my show notes. But I am here for you. I want to shake you and wake you up to the possibility of what a vibrant future looks like for you. So that's that for now. Go and subscribe, like, and comment on this podcast, on this episode, and let me know what you think. Till next time, take care.